If you really, really want it, yeah, all you gotta do is get up on the heels out. You know what I'm talking about. You know what's going on. And the heels out. All I want is for you. You to comment down below, will you? For you I'll make a sacrifice. So apparently, hazel-e has separated for her husband. And I get it, you know, it's sad, but sometimes you gotta move on from people that basically don't mean you any good in your life. And I don't know if that's the case with her. I'm not sure about all the details of her situation. I just hope that she's good, you know. But in the media, a lot of allegations have been coming out against her husband, and it doesn't really sit right with me. Not saying that, you know, I agree with what he's doing or I agree with what she's saying. I'm just saying in general, it just doesn't sit right with me, because part of me is like, want to call cap. Like, I don't think this is what's really going on in your relationship. And so I decided to speak on it and we can get into it. But definitely have your own pinpoint or viewpoint of the situation. Do your own research and have your own understanding of a thing, because, yeah, nobody can tell you what's what, right? Also, there's some things that are coming out that seem to not make that much sense to me. And I just wanted to speak on it, and we can do that. So we're going to get into that. I don't know, I recorded this video. I was having technical difficulties, so I'm doing it again. So that's why I'm a little bit tired, but just bear with me. We're going to get through it. Because, you know, always my first take is always not, is better than my second take, but we're going to try to do what it do, baby. We're going to try to do what it do. Okay, so getting into the situation, I want to say this first and foremost. If you are in a violent or abusive situation, it's definitely not okay. There's definitely help. You're definitely not alone. Get out of it as soon as possible. I mean, your neighbors do want to help. Your friends do want to help. Okay? Your family do want to help. They just need you to reach out, whether it's a text with your address, with help, however you need to get that point across. Make sure you get it done and across, because it's not okay for a man to hit on a woman, especially like on a consistent basis. It's just as well as it's not okay for a man to hit on a woman, especially on a consistent basis. Okay. And to me, it seems that she was putting some allegations out like he might be abusive, but I just don't get that. Like, I don't really get that. But, however, she did have to go to the hospital for a boob situation, and hopefully he didn't have anything to do with that, you know. But I know she had a health scare and she had to lose her implants, and that kind of made her feel sad. And to me, it seemed like she was more sad that she had to let them go. And I feel like she got them more so because something maybe he wanted, but that's alleged. Everything I'm saying is alleged. I don't know these people. But, I mean, it was literally like the doctors took out the breast the same day. And I think I remember her saying that he kind of wants them, or she was either the next day or the day after, she was trying to put them back in. So to me, that seems as if she's trying to do whatever she can to make her man attracted to her man want her man appreciate her. Which, I mean, as a woman, I feel like you do want to look good for the person you're with. But I also feel like if they genuinely love you and care for you, you don't have to do that much, if that makes sense. And also, you know, I feel like I was happy for her. Like, she finally, I thought, found somebody for her, you know. He seemed to be attractive guy, seemed to be well groomed, like even seemed to be more in touch with how he looks and his appearance more than she did, you know. But, you know, so I could tell that he was going to bring up her appearance to some form, and he wanted things to look a certain way because he obviously was into that sort of thing, allegedly. So it just really broke my heart, I'm not gonna lie, knowing that she was already almost on her deathbed and had to remove the implants, and then she was frustrated because she could not get them back in and cried. Now, I don't think there's anybody who's abusing you is just gonna force you to put fake boobs in your body, or they're gonna torture you. But I mean, maybe there's something new. And like, Lord forbid, but I feel like if you're on your deathbed, like, the last thing I'm gonna be thinking about is putting something back into my body that caused me to almost lose my life. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even like a day had passed, or maybe even 2 days. She was ready to go back under the knife. And I really feel like it's just because she wanted the acceptance of her husband. He was used to a certain look. He may even encourage her to get it done. Because it's no way, bro. If I'm that sick off an implant, I'm not going to get it injected back into my body. Especially, I don't know. That's just crazy to me. Especially if I'm healing and need time to heal. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, Hazel-E is beautiful with implants or not. I feel like her body was fine the way it was. And the fact that she didn't know that was like, come on, are you serious, you know? So that was also an indication to me that she really wanted to keep up appearances. She really wanted to please this man. If somebody is annoying me, the last thing I'm wanting to do is to make my body look like they want me to look. I don't care. Like, I'm going to want to wear my hair back, my clothes back, and my hair looking crazy. So you'll want to leave me alone, if that makes sense. I don't see him yelling at her and screaming at her, put on the goddamn shirt, or put on them pants, or put them, like, I just can't see that. But if he is doing that, then that's crazy. And I hate that you had to go through that. The next situation we have is on IG. Shade Room posted the fact that she had to pay for her own ring. Allegedly, he did not purchase the ring for her, and she was on some podcast admitting to paying for her own ring through sponsorships and marketing, which I feel like it's okay if you know your man cannot afford the ring that you got, that you want, and you are able to afford the ring that you want. Or if it's going to be paid promotion, if that's the ring you want, like, go get it. Because I feel like she knew what kind of man she was getting when she married him. And to be honest, if I felt a way about a ring that my man couldn't afford for me, I would have said something then, not after the wedding. So I didn't really understand the reason why she's bringing that out as well. Now, because it really doesn't even matter, because you already agreed to marry him despite the whole ring situation. So why bring him out? Because you want the next person he's with to know that he may or may not be able to afford a ring for her. Well, maybe that chick doesn't want a $10,000, $20,000 ring. You know, maybe she's cool with $1,000 rings. I'm sure he can afford $1,000 ring. You know, so I just feel like she's really doing a lot of backhanded ish to be so traumatized in such harm's way. She even said that he yelled at her daughter. Like, he would yell at her daughter. Even somebody even said that it was alleged that he was physical. And I just can't see that. I feel like he really loved his daughter. And I just can't put my mind around thinking that any less than that. Now, I could see him maybe threatening to keep the daughter away from her or getting full custody. Maybe. Or maybe he even seemed like the type that would even try to go for alimony. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, that seems more believable, but the fact of him putting his hands or something on his daughter seems far-fetched to me. And if that's the case, he's threatening to take away your child, I would say a lot of crazy stuff about a person to make him look discredible if I know my child may be taken away from me, for sure. So that makes more sense to me than the fact that that is going on. But y'all let me know. Do y'all believe what she said? Because from what I saw with him, he seemed like she was a daddy's girl. Like, he loved his child. And that was just my opinion. But I wasn't there, so I really can't say. I only can speculate. All right. The next thing is the fact that she actually went on vacation. And I don't even know why the sound that I remember hearing originally is no longer there. But it's a picture where she goes to Aruba. She has her daughter with her, and she has like a several clips in one post. And one of them is a video. And I could have swore on the video, so this is alleged because it's no longer there. I remember her saying, "We're here by ourselves." And then it goes on to say something to the fact of, you know, or basically, and she was enjoying butterflies. So basically, it was giving me the impression that she did not want to be there by herself with her daughter. Like she preferred her man to be with her. As which I will understand, but this took place after the alleged allegations of his abuse. The last thing I'm going to be talking about a man that put his hands on me more than one time is we're here by ourselves, or I know you wish you were here, or something to that effect. And like I said, it's no longer on her page. Maybe somebody checked her about it, but it definitely gave me those vibes. But it's not that part was edited out or clipped because I could have swore I heard that, but that's alleged, okay? But it was definitely giving me very much, I wish you were here, and it was giving me very much doing it for the camera because she wasn't even really paying that much attention to her daughter. They were obviously there together, but she was saying that statement with validity. So I could be crazy, I could be out of control with it, but like that's what I feel. That's like what I got from that clip, and that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this video. And when I went a while ago to look for the clip, I didn't hear that part anymore. And I'm like, I know I'm not going crazy, bro. I know I heard that. So, and I know you can edit your videos, you can edit your clips, but I don't think I'm tripping. Let me know if y'all heard that down below, because I could have swore I heard something to that effect that was kind of giving me like, Daddy, come home. Like, don't you wish you were here with us? It was very much giving me that. So with that being said, after alleged allegations, I feel like she was wanting to be with her man, but allegedly he does not want to be with her. So she's giving all these false narratives so the next person can think he's just a bad person. Or if it comes to her daughter, they're not going to try to take her daughter away or anything because they're thinking this man is abusive. And to be honest, you really can't do that kind of thing anyway. If it's untrue, you can't really defame somebody's name in that limelight, whether it's true, not true or not, because you're obviously giving me vibes like you kind of would take him back. Let me know if you get those same vibes, like she would take him back if he vowed to want to be with her. Because like I don't feel like he's abusive. But even if he vowed not to do that again, I feel like she'll take him back. But I don't blame her because, you know, you have a family if you vowed not to do that. But that's a lot of men who vow to do something and they'll end up doing it again. But I really feel like he wasn't really doing that. But just the fact that he doesn't want her and she know he's done, that he wants to move on. And then, you know, that's a sad part because it's so sad because some men literally want to ruin women's lives, get a baby by them so they have to be with them for the rest of their lives. And that actually has to happen. So it's really a thing. And it's really sad. It's really unfortunate if he really didn't care for her the way that she thought he did. Because I feel like she gave her all to stay with this man. Her all to be submissive and loyal to this man. Because it was inside of Hazel, nobody really saw. Because Hazel definitely had the mouth. Hazel definitely got the sassiness. But when you saw them together, you saw like she was the submissive one. She was there for the glow up. She was there for the praise. And everybody seeing them together. I feel like if their relationship was so toxic, you're not gonna wait to the last few minutes of y'all being done with each other to come out with all the tea and allegations. Like we should be seeing something of a snappiness to each other, or your mom or your family should know something is going on, not just when it happens. Like they should know something way before, and that's the crazy part to me. Yeah. So with that being said, it's just mind blowing to me that a person could falsify information. Not saying that she did, but if she did, that's crazy to me. Because low key, I feel like she still wants to be with him. Okay, let's go to the next situation where she claims that he tried to poison her by putting chemicals into a water bottle that were for like a humidifier or air freshener or something like that. And she, because if you think about it, She didn't say he gave her the water. It was just sitting there. And I'm thinking, if you're putting chemicals into a water bottle, yeah, most chemicals are clear, but a lot of those chemicals are not clear, especially like ammonia and stuff like that. You're going to see it in a water bottle. Like, first of all, that's like a red flag, like, stop the cap, because you're going to see that, okay? And that's just one thing, because if for a humidifier, I don't think you need a whole bottle filled up. So if it's not a new bottle and it's not your bottle, why are you sitting there grabbing it, you know? Especially if you and your man are not on amicable terms. And so if it's a half open bottle and it's like half full or whatever, you like, why would you want to grab it anyway? You know what I'm saying? I know that's your man or whatever, but if you pick up a bottle and it has purifier and stuff in it, you're going to smell it. You're not going to smell ammonia. You're not going to smell bleach or whatever that is cleaning materials in a bottle. You're going to know, like, oh, better not drink because it smells funny. Okay, this does not smell like fragrance to me. And with that being said, you're going to definitely smell toxic fumes coming from a bottle to where you could even poison yourself if you tried to, because the aroma is going to be so strong and disgusting that you're not even going to bring it up to your face or your lips. But then sometimes people do swing stuff back in their mouth, you know, without thinking. But to me, I just can't imagine him just sitting a bottle by somebody and be like, oh, they're going to drink this, you know? Unless you're like, here, drink this. Like, why would a person just drink a random bottle? So some of those key points to that story are just not adding up to me. And I could be wrong, like I said, but they're just not adding up. But you're putting this on social media to blast this man. But it really not making sense. Now, literally, it could very much have happened, but it just seems like a wild and crazy story. To save face. And with that being said, I did go to her page, and some of his photos are still there. Now, keep in mind, I have been out of a relationship before and had to delete photos, and it is annoying. It is stressful. And I even thought about leaving them, or leaving some of them, because I liked what the picture represented. And true enough, people know who they are. So I did look, a couple of his photos are still on her page. So part of me feels like, but it's been like almost a month since it happened. So part of me feels like maybe either she really is just lazy and don't want to get rid of, but if somebody is really putting their hands on me to a point and I'm talking about them like a dog, I'm not going to want any traces of them if I'm done with them. So I don't know if she's actually done with him, if that makes sense. And with that being said, that's okay. I mean, it's okay for a woman to want her family to work. Very much okay. But to me, it seems very much like he's over her. He maybe have used her for a come up, allegedly. Or he may just told her he was done and she knows he's not coming back. So she's just going to do what she has to do, to not pay him anything or to do whatever. And that makes more sense to me. But you let me know.
Why you gonna do me like that? DK his out, we out, we out. DK his out, we out, we out. Why you gonna do me like that? Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. When the party's they lit, it's hard to leave, gotta leave, gotta leave his out. Gotta leave, gotta leave, gotta leave his out. Stay up, stay lit, stay lit. You a vibe, you a vibe, you a vibe right now. You a vibe, you a vibe, you a vibe right now. Don't have to go home. But you gotta get the heck on out the door. Gotta get the home heck on out the door. Until next time I see you, let's go.